What's up, Shiz here. Now, I'm not excited. Now, of course, I did talk about my anticipated films of 2026, but not everything coming out in 2026 I'm excited for. So, here are my official top 10 least anticipated films of 2026. Not saying these movies are going to be terrible or anything. I mean, hey, maybe they'll come out, they'll probably be one of the best films of the year. Who knows? But these are films that I probably would give a go, obviously, because I always do like give a good a film a benefit of the doubt. But these are ones that I'm not too excited for, and thank God, and movies I'm so glad are the reason why AMCA list exists. So here's my list. Number 10, whether this actually comes out or not, is an understatement. But number 10 is Horizon Chapter 2, American Saga. Obviously, this is the second installment of Kevin Costner's, crowd where he funded his own film Horizon, which was a huge box office bomb. Was one of the worst movies I saw that year. So of course he has a new Horizon film. Whether now this actually did premiere at a couple of film festivals, so we'll see how great it is. But can't say I'm too excited for the next one. All right, number 9 is a movie that sounds terrible. Bunny Man. And no, it's not a reboot of that horror movie Bunny Man. Remember that movie Bunny Man with the person with the rat killer rabbit and stuff? Has nothing to do where like a multi-million millionaire superhero strikes against evil forces in anomaly wearing a rabbit mask. And you got the like some really good interesting cast members, like you got Mike Tyson, who actually plays the Bunny Man of all people. I like Mike Tyson, by the way, but I mean, here's the only major acting gig I know him in is Hangover, and yeah, James Franco, Bella Thorne's supposed to be in this one. It sounds terrible. It sounds horrible. I'm sure this is gonna sweep some Razzies in the next coming year, but yeah. All right. Number 8, I got like a shark movie here called Deep Water. Now this is directed by Rennie Holland, who's in this list twice, by the way. Uh, and actually, I'm actually gonna do a little cheat here. I'm also gonna include both Deep Water and his other one. I forgot the name of it. I think it's called Black Ties, the one that he's doing with John Travolta. I did write that down. Rennie Holland. Well, yeah, because he actually has a couple of stuff coming out this year. He has Black Deep Water, and he also has something called Black Tide. So I'm actually gonna just combine those two into one, because they're both like survival type films here. Deep Water, it's about a group of international passengers on a flight from LA to Shanghai, and the terrified group is forced to work together after emergency landing in shark-infested water. Then he has another film coming out called Black Ties, which stars John Travolta and Melissa Barrera, about a family who is terrorized by a group of rogue whales of orcas. I mean, Randy Holland, it's such a shame too, because he is the one who directed like Deep Blue Sea, Cliffhanger. His stuff lately hasn't been the best. So yeah, I'm actually just gonna combine both Deep Water and Black Ties onto one, because they're both like killer animal type films he's directed. So yeah, those will actually just be into one. Number 7, I'm actually going to go with the movie Jimmy. Now, of course, the trailer for this recently dropped. It is a film about Jimmy Stewart, starring KJ Apa from Riverdale fame. I like KJ Apa, but it's a shame that like he really needs a new agent. Like that one he did, the map that leads to you, wasn't so great. I maybe this will be a good one, because I always am a sucker for movies about old Hollywood and stuff like that. But man, like you actually also do got Jason Alexander playing Louis B. Mayer. The dialogue sounds terrible in this. I think this is gonna be not so good. So yeah. Number 6 is one that's actually gonna be coming out this month or January, I should say. Greenland 2 Migration. The trailers for this has not looked so good. And the first film I was not too big with. Maybe this will be better. Who knows? I do like Gerard Butler, but yeah, this looks pretty piss poor here. Number 5 is actually a movie that's really real and it is coming. Spring Breakers Salvation Mountain. Also with Bella Thorne, by the way. You do got like Grace Van Dyne, True Whitaker, who's really good on the show I Love LA. This is obviously more of a follow up to the A24's early, like one of A24's first films, Spring Breakers. This time around, it's where like a group of rebellious girls hit the road for spring break, but when their trip explodes out of control, they're forced to outrun chaos they've created here. Yeah, this is gonna not. I have no hopes for this one. I mean, it does not have anything to do. I'm pretty sure it has nothing to do with the original Spring Breakers. Selena Gomez is not back in this. You don't have Vanessa Hudgens back here, so yeah, I don't know. Maybe it'll be a good one. Maybe it'll be better than the original. Who knows? But we'll see. Number 4 is another film coming out in January that looks awful. Mercy. Now, this of course is directed by Tamar Bakamoto, who gave us Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter. He also did what else he put out? Yeah, he did Wanted, which I liked. And also he was like one of the he also was one of the people behind the scenes of War of the Worlds, which is one of the worst films this year. This here stars Chris Pratt, who plays a detective who is stand on trial accused of murdering his wife, and he has 90 minutes to prove his innocence here. And it does have an interesting premise, but it just doesn't look all that good. Looks boring here. The acting looks stiff. I like Chris Pratt, but yeah, this just does not look so great at all. Number 3 is an Oboe movie. That's right. Oboe has a film coming out. Number 3 is Citizen Vigilante, starring Armie Hammer. It is such a shame that, what came out of Armie Hammer. I always thought he, was a really good actor. I thought he was great in The Social Network. Lone Ranger was whatever. But yeah, of course, obviously ever since, the controversy around him came out, he has mostly been doing these type of stuff here. And now he's working with one of the worst filmmakers of all time, Oboe. Yeah, if you guys don't know much about the story here, it stars Armie Hammer, who plays a man who takes justice into his own hand by hunting down criminals, and his vigilante crusades makes him a social media star here. And yeah, it just sounds awful. Oboe, like he only done one movie I actually quite enjoy, and that is actually Blood Rain. Although that one cop movie he did a couple years ago, I think last year or so, I forgot the name of it. But he did like this, cop movie. That actually, First Ship. That wasn't so great, but that is probably one of his better things he's done. But still, the rest of his stuff has been awful. And by the way, this movie was originally going to be called Dark Knight, but Warner Bros. Obviously said, "Yeah, you got to change that name." So, yeah. All right, number 2 is of course Strangers Chapter 3. Strangers Chapter 3 just I can't be excited for this one. It's also directed by Renny Harlin. Obviously, the last 2 Strangers movies hasn't been the best, so maybe this will be the best out of the 3. Who knows? But yeah, I have no high hopes for this one at all. And I'm not really going into much details for this because I'm not getting into any political stuff. But my number 1 least anticipated film of the year is Melania. That's right, the documentary about Melania Trump. Yeah, safe to say I'm not at all excited for this one at all. I've seen the previews here and there. It just doesn't look all that good. I mean, I won't be surprised if when the Razzie Awards in 2027 rolls around, I won't be surprised if Melania Trump gets a Razzie nomination. It just looks that bad. And yeah, of course, it's directed by Brett Ratner, who directed Tower Heist, Rush Hour, and stuff. Yeah, this just definitely not a documentary I'm excited for. So, yeah. Anyway, but that's obviously pretty much. And it's a shame that this is actually going to Deers rather than straight to Amazon. But okay, it's a shame that Amazon will go ahead and drop that John Candy documentary straight to Amazon, but yet we'll release this one to Deers. They don't make sense sometimes, but okay. But that's pretty much it there. Here is my quick rundown. Number 10, Horizon Chapter 2. 9, Bunnymen. 8, both Deepwater and Black Ties. 7, Jimmy. 6, Greenland 2, Migration. 5, Spring Breakers 2. 4, Mercy. 3, Citizen Vigilante. 2, Strangers Chapter 3. And number 1 is Melania. Now, there's a couple of other ones that I'm not too excited for, like the next Cities movie. I am hoping that is good, but can't say I'm too excited for that one. There is a sequel to Wind River coming out. Can't say I'm excited for that one. Uh, I mean, there are some other ones that I did not really write down here, but let me let you guys. What are some of your most least anticipated films set for release next year? Drop comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for notification. This is Simon signing out.